Hello, I am Char Jackson. I am the Public Information Officer for the City of Caldwell. Today I'm honored to welcome you to the 2025 State of Our City. This is the third State of the City that I've had the privilege to not only organize, but welcome everyone to. It's great to see so many community members and employees attending today. Before we begin the address, I would like to thank our title sponsors, the Hartwell Corporation and Capit Credit Union. I would also like to thank our gold sponsors, Idaho Power, West Valley Medical Center. We appreciate their partnership and support. Without all the generous support that we receive for this event, we would not be able to host this gathering. I should also like to thank Caldwell High School for this venue. Last but not least, I need to thank D&B Supply for allowing us to use the greenery you see here today, and Ruby Bloom Floral for the flowers in the lobby. I also want to express our gratitude to Horsewood Catering for the food that we will all enjoy at the reception. I would now like to invite Israel Rodriguez from the Deer Flat Free Methodist Church to say a prayer.
Would you please stand? Soberano Dios, Todopoderoso, Almighty God, Sovereign God, venimos delante de ti este día para darte las gracias por la vida. We come before you today to thank you for giving us life y vida en abundancia a través de Cristo Jesús, and life more in abundant through Jesus Christ. Creemos que todo aquel que clame el nombre de Jesús será salvo. We believe that whoever calls upon the name of the Lord Jesus shall be saved. Te necesitamos en nuestra vida y en la vida de nuestra ciudad. We need you in our lives and in the life of our city. Nos humillamos delante de ti, pidiendo sabiduría, protección y dirección. We humble before you today, asking your wisdom, your direction, and your protection. Entendiendo que si los dirigentes dirigen el pueblo bien, el pueblo vive en paz. Understanding that if your servant officials serve well and with dignity, your people shall live in peace. Te necesitamos hoy más que ayer. We need you today more than yesterday. Tú estás en control de todo. You are in full control of everything. Por favor, bendice al alcalde, su esposa, su familia y su staff. Bless the mayor, his wife, his staff. Para que todo lo que hagamos de hechos y palabra te dé honra y gloria a ti. So that everything we say and everything we do may only give you all the honor and all the glory. En el nombre poderoso de Jesucristo, in the mighty and powerful name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
Hola, bienvenidos. Welcome, everyone. I am Mari Ramos, the Chief Executive Director of the Idaho Hispanic Foundation. And yo hoy tengo el placer de dar la introducción a nuestro alcalde. And today I am here to introduce you to our mayor, Jerem Wagner. Mayor Wagner grew up in Caldwell and is a graduate of Caldwell High School. This school, right here. He attended college in Arizona and graduated with a degree in business administration from the W.P. Carey School of Business at Arizona State University. Prior to his election as mayor, Jerem worked as a planning consultant a city planner for Caldwell, a transportation planner for ACHD, a planner with Canyon County. El alcalde ha trabajado en varias diferentes posiciones en la ciudad como planeador, para la ciudad de Caldwell, para transportación y también con el condado de Cañón. He has also served in state legislature, on the Caldwell City Council, and was a small business owner. Aparte de eso, también sirvió en nuestro estado y en el concilio de la ciudad, y también ha sido un dueño de negocios pequeños. La experiencia la tiene, the experience, he has it, pero también lo que tiene es corazón. He has a heart for this city, and that is why I am so honored today to be able to introduce Mayor Reiner. Por favor.
I do want to thank our honor guard for presenting the colors. Thank you to the Caldwell School District and to Caldwell High School for allowing us to be here today, and to all of the amazing sponsors. Without all of them and all of you, we couldn't be doing this, and it is my pleasure to be here for that. Also, gracias a Pastor Israel por su oración hoy día. Thank you to Pastor Israel for his prayers today. It's an amazing tradition that was started with my first State of the City address and has continued moving forward with that, with in Spanish and English, and I appreciate that so much. Y también gracias a María Ramos para estar aquí y introducir a mí para este día. So thank you to María Ramos as well for being here and being able to introduce me. It's a great pleasure to have you do that. I appreciate you so very much. So it truly is my pleasure to welcome you all to this State of Our City event. I hope that each of you had the opportunity to visit the many city departments outside that helps make our city run so smoothly. And I hope that you were able to learn about each department's unique role that they play to make sure that your wants and needs are met as citizens of Caldwell. The hope and goal of changing the format of a typical state of the city to a state of our city is to involve all of you in this day and make this truly a community event, allowing each of you an opportunity to be vested in your community and learn about what it takes to run a city like Caldwell. I can tell you that it takes over 400 dedicated and hardworking individuals to provide all of the services that Caldwell offers. These services range from helping you check out books at your local library, setting up new utility services for the many people that are moving to our community, plowing the streets during the winter storms, mowing and trimming the grass in our community parks, responding to emergencies in your neighborhood to help keep you safe, and keeping our city buildings clean for all those that come to visit. Each and every one of our employees plays a vital role in our success. I would ask that each employee please stand at this time and be recognized. If you would please stand if you work for the City of Caldwell. They truly are an amazing crew in everything that they do. And today truly is a day of celebration here in Caldwell, Idaho. We continue to see rapid growth in our community. That growth continues to manifest itself in several ways, from residential to commercial to industrial. While our residential growth ranks as the fastest growing in Idaho and number 51 in the country, our commercial and industrial growth is actually outpacing that. According to the Canyon County Assessor, over the course of the past few years, our commercial and industrial valuation in Caldwell has increased nearly 40%, while our residential valuation has increased by just over 20%. That shows that we have an incredible healthy economy here in Caldwell, and that we are continuing to add value to our city along with new career opportunities to our citizens, for our citizens. While Caldwell's population has grown over 65% since 2010, we have also seen an increase of over 6,000 jobs here in Caldwell during that same time frame. The wins that come from being a growing and thriving community is that we attract national attention from developers wanting to come to Caldwell. This provides more shopping and dining choices, higher paying jobs, and greater opportunities for all. Over the course of the last year, we have seen the construction of the new Home Depot set to open later this fall, the construction of the new D&B corporate offices located behind the recently completed flagship store in North Ranch, the announcement of Fred Meyer as they prepare to break ground this year on a 155,000 square foot store here in Caldwell. We also have either under construction or soon to start construction a new U-Haul indoor storage facility, Fairfield Inn and Town Place Suites, St. Alphonsus Medical Center, the Griddle Restaurant, Mobedas, Christian Brothers Automotive, Boise Fry Company, CBH Homes, new headquarters at over 200,000 square feet with several 100,000 more to come. The list goes on and on. These are all huge wins for us here in Caldwell. These new buildings and businesses not only provide great jobs, new places to dine, new hotels to stay, but they also add a significant and important part of our tax base. This added growth helps to offset the burden of the residential property taxes here in the city of Caldwell. Over the past 4 years, the property tax burden on an average Caldwell resident has decreased by over 40%, going from just over $1,300 in 2022 to $827 in 2025. That decrease would rival not only any city in the state of Idaho, but across the entire country. These decreases are not accomplished by mere hopeful wishing or magical number realignment. This has been accomplished by thoughtful planning by those that came before us and by implementing smart technologies and improved efficiencies over these past few years. This is one of my proudest achievements as mayor. It is in large part thanks to the hard work of our city employees and also working closely with the council members. Adding to the successes we've achieved over the past few years will take a continued and concentrated effort. This can only be accomplished by what I would refer to as the 3 ships. The first ship would be partnership. We couldn't achieve anything without the partnerships that we have here in the city of Caldwell with so many agencies. The partnerships we have with the local businesses, both large and small, helps make us all better together. The partnership with the College of Idaho, who continues to amaze us all with not only their domination in the world of athletics with 4 national championships in the last 3 years, but also in academics, as they recently recognized their 8th Grade Scholar. Not bad for a school with an enrollment of just over 1,000 students. The College of Idaho is one of those special niches that helps make Caldwell such a special place to live. The partnership that the city has with West Valley Medical Center is extremely important. As one of the largest employers in the city and our local hospital and the services they provide to our citizens, it is vitally important, thus the need to continue to foster and strengthen our partnership together. They provide life-saving care for our citizens, work closely with our first responders, and continue to be a wonderful asset to our community. The Caldwell Chamber of Commerce is a partnership that we have seen blossom under the guidance of the new executive director, Travis Palmer. We truly work seamlessly together as a team, working to attract new businesses to Caldwell and helping expand existing businesses. The entire team at the Chamber are doing phenomenal things for Caldwell. Another partnership that has only grown stronger over the years is the partnership that we have with the Caldwell Night Rodeo, now celebrating their 101st year. This partnership is highlighted by the soon-to-be finished renovation of the new announcer's box and multiple new suites. The dream to reality materialized, this dream to reality materialized over several years. It started when I was working as a city planner for Caldwell some years before I became mayor. I was in a meeting with Ed Lodge and others from the rodeo, and this project came up. It was so exciting to talk about the possibility of these much-needed improvements to what has been one of my favorite events over the last 30 years of my living in Caldwell. At that time, it was simply not possible. And then with the COVID pandemic and other obstacles, we didn't discuss it again for some time. I still remember walking behind the city's grandstand and running into Ed Lodge and Rob Vallow at the 99th Caldwell Night Rodeo. We began talking, and as we discussed the excitement for the next year's rodeo and its 100th anniversary, we remembered that vision. The excitement grew as we discussed the possibility and the partnership we could utilize to help fund this project. From the city side, I was able to work with staff to find available funding that we could then match with funds that the Caldwell Night Rodeo would be able to raise. As myself and the rodeo shared this vision with council, we were able to receive approval from them to move forward and have the funds ready for the city side. The Caldwell Night Rodeo Board was able to not only raise up to the matching dollar amount from the city, but has gone well beyond that amount to make an even bigger impact. And now here we are, just a few weeks away from the ribbon cutting of the first phase of these improvements. I couldn't be more proud of the partnership we have with not only these amazing organizations, but with the dozens of other businesses throughout our community, some of which are our sponsors today. The second shift of success is relationship. I absolutely love creating and fostering positive relationships with members of our community. From our local businesses and business leaders that have had a presence in Caldwell for many years, to the new relationships we are creating with businesses and investors outside of Idaho trying to find a new home. With the help of our economic development team, we have built these relationships of trust and showing that we truly care, which has played a huge part in attracting many of these businesses and good-paying jobs to be here in Caldwell. The relationship we have with our schools, principals, teachers, and especially the students. I love visiting our schools, talking with the teachers, talking with the leaders in the Valley View and Caldwell School District. I especially enjoy visiting with the students and inspiring them to want more, to be more, and to become more, and an important part of their community, regardless of their age. The relationships we are creating through great causes like the Mayor's Seasons of Caldwell initiative, where our citizens are encouraged and challenged in different ways throughout the year to find ways to give back to their community and to show they care by serving their neighbor. Creating and strengthening relationships through causes such as this is what helps maintain our down-home feeling and small-town charm, regardless of how much or how fast we grow. I encourage you to learn of this initiative and become a part of it. And a key relationship for me is the relationship with each and every one of you as citizens of Caldwell. I appreciate the opportunity to sit down and talk with our community members. I know that not every member of our community is going to agree on everything, and that is not a bad thing. Being able and willing to have respectful conversations and to hear different perspectives is vital to finding solutions to problems. Building these relationships requires humility and trust. Too often, we destroy relationships because we put our own wants, desires, pride in front of what really matters, the people that we serve. I consider each and every relationship I have with the great people of this community treasured gifts. These relationships lift me up when my burden seems too heavy to carry. They give me hope when times seem darkest. They fill me with joy when happiness seems fleeting. Thank you to each of you for being that important part of my life. The third shift that has led to our success here in Caldwell and must continue is leadership. John Maxwell is quoted as saying, "The single biggest way to impact an organization is to focus on leadership development. There's almost no limit to the potential of an organization that recruits good people, raises them up as leaders, and continually develops them." This has been one of my goals here at the City of Caldwell, but I can truly say that we have experienced incredible success in the leaders that we have hired. Our appointed and executive team is filled with amazing leaders. These leaders are constantly on the lookout for future successes, not for themselves, but for the City of Caldwell. They are selfless, dedicated individuals that put your interest and our city's interests above their own. They then surround themselves with great people within their respective departments, making the whole even stronger than the sum of all its parts. I have found that by surrounding myself with these great leaders, in turn makes me an even better leader. Being great leaders isn't about always getting everything right. Being a great leader is not determined by never failing. The only people that never fail are those that never push themselves to be better or to do better. A truly great leader learns from their failures, makes adjustments and corrections, and then finishes the task at hand. Here at the city, we have experienced some failures over the past few years. But with each of these, we have worked hard together to learn from these experiences and to be better and stronger in the end. As a city, we have seen some amazing accomplishments over the past year. Our police department has seen a steady decrease in violent and other crimes, even with an increasing population. Our fire department has become the most sought after fire department, to work for in the Treasure Valley. We were once considered merely training grounds for other police and fire departments throughout the valley. That is not the case anymore. We have seen great achievements within our Parks and Recreation Department with the construction of new pickleball courts, outfit lighting at the Gals Quad, and a new pump track that is currently under construction. This has helped attract not only once, but twice the BMX Gym Nationals to come to Caldwell, bringing thousands of visitors from around the country. And while we have seen many accomplishments within the walls of our city, it is also the accomplishments of the people that have made Caldwell their home and are shining a light on our community for the entire country to see. In a recent article on Ruralite, Chiara Profena stated, Salvador Sal Alomia, owner and executive chef of the Mano restaurant, was born in Michoacan, Mexico, and raised in Santa Ana, California. Sal started his career in architecture, but when he moved to Idaho, he found himself yearning to share food from his childhood with others. With his dream propelling him, Sal decided to get a part-time job as a dishwasher in a Boise restaurant. Within 3 years, Saul had worked his way up from dishwasher to executive chef. Saul and his wife Becca located their new restaurant in Caldwell to be a part of the large Latino community. While working as a 5th grade teacher in Homedale, where she grew up, Becca also realized the importance of representation in small towns. New businesses in Caldwell have been inspired by Armando's story and its success. Saul says, it does bring a lot of new guests to the city of Caldwell. There's a lot of people that have told us, I haven't been in Caldwell for years, and I came here because of this. It means a lot to us. Well, Saul, it means even more to all of us to have you a part of our Caldwell community. If you and your lovely wife would please join me on the stage. If you've been under a rock for a while and did not know, Saul was recently honored with the Distinguished James Beard Best Chef Award for the Mountain Region. This is only... So, just so you know, this is only the second James Beard Award received in our state's history. Additionally, Saul has been a semifinalist or better for this award for 4 years in a row. Saul, to honor you and the light that you shine on our community, it is my pleasure to present you with this honorary key to the city. Saul, his wife, and his entire team are just incredible individuals. And I often say that as amazing as the businesses we have here in Caldwell, the people that run them are even more amazing. And Saul and Becca are perfect examples of that. It is the people in our community that makes us such a special place. That is especially true about the youth in Caldwell. If you know anything about me, you know how passionate I am about providing opportunities for our youth to learn how to become great leaders and to be more involved in their community. Thanks to our former mayor, Gary Annapolis, who started the first Mayor's Youth Council in the state of Idaho, this organization provides multiple opportunities for our youth to become leaders, not only here in Caldwell, but throughout the country as they go on to attend college and start new careers in various locations. It is my honor to continue the great tradition of the MIAC organization and turning it into one of the most highly regarded Mayor's Youth Councils, not only in Idaho, but across the country. Over the last 4 years, MIAC has grown from just a handful of students following the COVID pandemic to now over 100 registered youth. This program gives our youth an opportunity to learn about the community, giving meaningful service and growing as leaders. And to give you a perspective of that number of over 100 youth, I was recently in Tampa Bay for some conferences, and they had their mayor's youth there to help. I asked one of the young men that was working there how many mayor's youth they had as part of their organization of a city, well, over 10 times our size. They had 30. We have over 100. And so with that, it is my pleasure to recognize and honor one of these amazing youth today with our Rising Star Award.
Leslie's a person I've known for about 4 years. I met her in 7th grade, and I knew her as this shy girl who I thought wanted nothing to do with me because I kept bothering her. But the person I met then is not the person I know now at all. I feel like over the years, she's really come out of her shell and like exemplified her leadership in like multiple ways. Not only like is she very involved like in our trio community or in student council, but just like Caldwell community as well, by being in like Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. And I remember she always tells me to go, and she like rarely misses a Wednesday, and she's always talking about how much fun it is and stuff like that. She became I think our junior class president, and she just under the stress she would still pull through, and it was just amazing to see her and the way she leads, because even though she's still a little quiet, she still is a very strong leader, I think. So
it has been incredible to see Leslie grow into the amazing leader and person she is today. Starting off in freshman year, she was quiet but dedicated. I saw the way that she carried herself with dignity and maturity and jumped into opportunities with passion and a proper mind. Being able to see her grow has been something truly incredible. And although her resume can explain impacts that she's had on communities and the incredible dedication she has, it's her character that is truly something special and is why she deserves this award. I'm super proud of you, Leslie, for everything you've done, and I'm really excited for your future. Congratulations.
Over the past 2.5 years, I have seen Leslie grow into a special leader and one who has taken on the most important leadership roles we have within our Trio Upward Bound program. Earlier this spring, in one of her essays, Leslie wrote, "I didn't always consider myself a leader. For a long time, I thought that leadership meant being the loudest voice in the room. But I've learned that leadership can be quiet, steady, and behind the scenes. Real leadership is about listening, adapting, and helping others succeed." To me, this describes perfectly the leader who she is. Leslie cares deeply for others, and she leads with compassion and gentleness. She is a good communicator, someone who is slow to respond and intentional with her words. In addition, she is fierce. She is courageous. She has a relentless drive, and I believe she is capable of achieving anything through her determination. I'm so proud of the leader she has become, and I look forward to the way she will continue to positively impact our community. Congratulations, Leslie. You are so deserving of this honor.
That was so well stated. I don't think I need to say more. It was so good. Leslie is a perfect example that it doesn't require to be the strongest voice in the room, but just to be the one that is willing to stand up and volunteer and do the work. So thank you, Leslie, for all that you do. And as amazing as Leslie is, she didn't become this way by chance. She has had multiple mentors in her life that have helped shape her future and given her hope for what she can become. The city of Caldwell is filled with business leaders, advocates, and supporters that meet this definition, both in inspiring our youth and also in leading the way for all of us that want to inspire to be better. There are few that do this better than the following individual. He is able to focus on the one and putting the needs of all those he associates with above his own. He makes you feel like you are the most important person in the room, and that you are his closest and dearest friend every time that you talk to him. This is in due part to his generous heart and his love for all people. And so without further ado, we honor this individual with this year's Community Hero Award, Mr. Jim Everett.
Jim is, well, he's my hero. Let's start there. I've known Jim for 30 some years, and Jim always is just passionate about things, and in particular in Caldwell, he's so passionate about this community. Really helped start the Caldwell YMCA years ago here, and now for the last, 10 years, he's been at the College of Idaho, and I had the privilege of working with him for 7 of those 10. And everything he does is about how do we make this community better, whether it's the YMCA community, College of Idaho community, or in this case, even the greater Caldwell community. And he's a connector. So he's able to find, when he hears a story, he's able to find somebody that connects with that story and maybe able to help a person, help the community. He knows everybody. He remembers everybody. He never forgets a person, which is an amazing trait. But then he knows when to connect that person and how to connect that person to somebody else and kind of make the circle bigger. And then finally, he's just the most passionate person I've ever been around because he feels so strongly about everything he's involved in, and he loves people and loves to see how he can lift them up and make them better. And he's literally the most amazing person I've ever been around in my life.
Hey Jim, Donna Shines here. You know, I am so excited that this Community Hero Award is something you're being honored with today. We go back a long, long time, and I just think how fortunate Boise was to have you for your first long career, and then you made your way to Caldwell, helping us get the YMCA started, and then coming to the college as a swim coach, and then becoming a co-president. You have been such a great part of the Caldwell community. So we go back to 1978. It's just hard to believe. Our love for so many things, the YMCA, swimming, Special Olympics, our love for Mike Shines, the College of Idaho. You are a person who creates and gives experiences, especially to young people, international students on that college campus and the others. You open your home to those kids, you open your home to everybody. And you and Linda are amazing human beings together. That's one of my favorite pieces of you that I love too, and bringing them together to share story and understanding. We need so much more of that, so thank you for continuing to model that always. Sharing laughter and joy, we've gotten to share pain and sorrow. You do that with so many people. We've gone through a lot of life with a lot of people, and you make it comfortable for people to be exactly where they need to be and how they need to be at that moment. You got amazing energy, my friend. You're hyper energetic. It's so much fun to watch you. I don't know that I've ever seen you slow down, so I hope that you'll pause and take a breath until this next phase of your life, of whatever this is going to be. We're really one piece that's grounded, that the two of us know what we're talking about. When you get excited about things, just remember one word: evidently. Now, this is the last thing I want to say. Your gifts will always make a difference in ways that others can't. So thanks for being a one of a kind guy. Thank you for being such a deep, deep friend, and congratulations. Well deserved, my friend. Love you.
So Jim truly is an amazing man in what he does, and I knew he would be wearing purple today, and I knew if I didn't have some purple on, I'd be in trouble. So congratulations, Jim. It just shows you how incredible Caldwell is. There's so many wonderful people and things happening, and to be able to recognize and honor them. My wife and I had the privilege of attending the graduation ceremony at the College of Idaho in May. And I think the line to say hello to Jim wrapped around the entire campus because everybody that wanted to come up and see him because he impacts so many people. I truly can't think of a better person than Jim Everett. This man not only bleeds purple, as you can see, but he also bleeds Caldwell through and through every day of his life. So thank you, Jim, for inspiring all of us to want to be better. Many have considered Caldwell's meteoric rising from the ashes one of the greatest American stories of our time. And as miraculous as that has been, it is only fitting that we end our state of our city by recognizing some true miracle workers. Just a few weeks ago, on June 27th, thanks to the heroic efforts of our city lifeguards, pool staff, and also unknown members of our community, 3 lives were saved. I would first like to invite Caldwell Fire Chief Brian Daniels, Deputy Police Chief Sean Sopoaga, West Valley Medical Chief Nursing Officer Angie Merrill, and Canyon County Paramedics Chief Mike Stoll to please come up on the stage to help present these life-saving awards. Together, we want to recognize the courageous individuals that show determination and expertise in a critical moment of need, performing life-saving CPR and in a high-pressure and stressful environment, remembering their training and performing their duties exactly as they should have. They truly saved the lives of those individuals needing rescue. Lifeguards Bo Ramsey, Macy Kimball, Jacob McNeese, and Marley Taylor, along with pool staff member Zadie Davis. Would you please come up to the stage? So Macy and Marley, unfortunately, weren't able to be with us today. They're out of town. But again, we are so grateful for them, and they truly did save the lives of these 3 girls. I was actually out of town. I received a phone call. And then the next day I was able to speak with many of these lifeguards and to talk to them about the experience and to let them know how proud we were of them and what an amazing job they did. It was so awesome to talk with our great fire chief and to hear from him to say they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They did what they were trained to do, and they saved lives on this day. And so if you would please stand again and please give them a ovation. What an incredible and amazing achievement for them. And as incredible as each of these individual efforts were, I would be remiss if I did not also acknowledge and recognize the community members that were at the pool that day that also had a part of this life-saving mission. We do not know their names or who they are, but they were instrumental in pulling these victims from the water and initiating CPR and other life-saving measures. To these unknown angels, I extend my most sincere and deepest appreciation. To get right to the heart of it, this is why we are here today. This is what we are celebrating. This is the state of our city, where we care for each other, we look out for each other, and yes, we even save each other. Not for accolades or for glory, but simply because we care for each other. That is the state of our city, and it has never been stronger and has never been brighter. With incredible people like Jim Everett being a beacon of hope and honor for us all. Incredible youth like Leslie Medina showing that our future is in the most capable of hands. The incredible success stories like Saul and Becca Alamia, who have planted their roots deep in the Caldwell soil. And these true modern-day heroes who, with or without recognition, saved the lives of others. It all makes sense of why so many people want to call this place their home, because there simply is no other place like it. God bless you all, and God bless our amazing city, Caldwell, Idaho. Thank you.